from Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model.
From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the New Orleans Saints. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
On the ready. Watch Mike, watch Mike. Hey, come on, no, come on, no. Ready.
A quick throw out wide to Fuller. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
9 yards on the first down. Keeper, and it's 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
On the dump. 52, Mark 52. General, West. Ready, go.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards there and a first down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for. Right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Kaepernick going to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
To throw, Kaepernick. And he's got it. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. From 3 yards out. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Lutz with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Rosen and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. To throw is Rosen. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it. And he got it. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. Now third down is looming, a pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On third down, Rosen. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and to the 40-yard line. That's where the return stops.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Yep, boys, 52. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And lock it. Here we go. Lock it. Lock it.
Now Kaepernick. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Matchbox, right. Watch Mike, watch Mike. Good track. Go on. Check 15, check. Hey. Ready.
From the gun, it's Kaepernick. And that's caught inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 31.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
To throw is Kaepernick. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it a second down. Kaepernick to throw again. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Here we go. 90. Wolf. Dog. Ready.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Ready.
So after the run by Kamara, now another first and 10.
Hey. He's crashing. He's checking back. Now. What happened?
And now here's a carry heading left. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
I got you, son. Grace don't travel. Grace don't travel. Ready now.
Now Kaepernick. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
From the gun on 3rd down, Kaepernick. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. From 6 yards away. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. So they've had 2 drives, and he's had the 2 receiving touchdowns.
And how about a game plan where you decide to force feed or feature someone, and it works? First 2 drives, as you noted, end up in touchdown passes. I think they're going to keep going to them until the defense makes any kind of an adjustment.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Watch the boot. Tighten up, tighten up. Tighten. Corner.
On 2nd and 7, Rosen. It's complete. This is Todd Gurley. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Mike, 53. Mike.
Throwing now, Rosen on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
To number 81. It's a gain of 10. First down, Miami.
Mike, 54. You're not ready. You're not ready. Check. Hey, quarter.
They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Off the play fake, here's Rosen. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A big pickup of 38. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
On first down, it's Gurley. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Todd Gurley standing by his lonesome in the backfield here, 2nd and goal. And they'll throw it with Rosen. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. From 4 yards out, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce-back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
It'll be a Saints 1st down on a pickup of 13.
And the Saints 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action.
Check 52's the mic. Check 52. Yep. Watch the pass. 52's the mic, boys. 52.
Kaepernick now on 1st down. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a gain of 16 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Check 3. Check 5.
Here's Kaepernick. And he's going to go down. It's a sack on Kaepernick. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Here's Kaepernick to throw. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Throwing now is Kaepernick. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. I'm talking about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Here's Rosen to throw. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home. And they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get into field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Jim, recall, 132 fight. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Lock it. Check your hot read. Slam, slam. Go. Echo. Out. Check 9, check 9. Hot.
Kaepernick now to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. They gonna need some therapy. Ready, go.
Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This from 54 yards away. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
and I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too, and they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. 80. 58, come on. 58, come on.
Third and long here for Rosen. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Third and long, defense with no fear. They brought the pressure.
Zero fear at all. That means they feel really good about the guys who are going to cover. But the biggest one is they think their pressure will get there before he has a chance to find an open receiver.
On the return, it's Kamara. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double. Quiet, 64, weak. Switch, gone. Scene 6. Let up.
To throw, Kaepernick. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 17 there and a New Orleans first down.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you. Check. Check out. Buzz. Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52. Yep. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Kill. Let's go.
Throwing on first down is Kaepernick. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They run. It's Gurley. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
52, Delta. Get that quarterback. You're out. Shit. Check safety. Hatchet. Alert 3. Alert. Go.
Kaepernick going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Me and you all day. I'm coming after you. He's coming.
They fake the give. Now Kaepernick. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
And now offensively, it's 3rd and 10. And I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now, the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. To throw, it's Kaepernick. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that right there is something we've seen, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
You ain't going nowhere.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. And he'll wind up losing yardage here, back at the 21-yard line. Well, they tried to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. They saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. Did they maybe play that too safely on third down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have fourth down to try and pick it up.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. They'll try and throw for it with Rosen, eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape.
Sad Hudson, Orbit, Gate, Reed, get in the weight room. Kill. Dan, check. Ready.
On first and 10, here's Kaepernick. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. Thomas, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
Down, 50-60, Pittsburgh. Watch the run. Squeeze, get in there. 26, check 26. Joker. See it. Oh, shit. Go. Watch the slant. Motion. Flat.
To throw, Kaepernick. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So now it's third and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series. And
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. They'll run. This is Kamara. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on second and 14. To throw is Kaepernick. That's caught. It's Thomas. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Now from the 9, here's second and goal. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough third down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running, third down. Now this time, Kaepernick will throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Able to get there and pick it. And he is all the way up past the 25. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10.
Monday. Hey, Irvin. Check line 54. Line 54.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. And he'll find Hall. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
It's just me and you.
From the gun, it's Rosen. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. DeMarcus Lawrence, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Another try after the first down sack. Rosen. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. The Dolphins on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Now it's Rosen. Going to throw right side here. Complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now Rosen, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Marcus Williams. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into net? And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided. I
remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, alert, alert. Hey, quarter.
And now it's Rosen looking. And he comes back with one complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
53.
Rosen to throw on 3rd down. Looking middle, and that's complete. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And he will get this to the midfield stripe, but that's not going to be enough. He's a few yards short.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But if the strong safety position end up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. On 1st down, it's Rosen. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, Alpha.
Rosen will throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First down.
Mike, bound to lose one. Motion. Let's go.
Now Rosen looking to throw. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Sanders now to add the extra point. Now that shaves a bit off the lead. It's now a 23-point game.
Saints 37, Dolphins 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And the ball game should end here on the kneel down by Kaepernick.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
So this one a victory here for New Orleans, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of. But now it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for New Orleans, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.